welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, welcome to my channel. I got my first subscriber today, so that was really exciting. My name's Leah, and I am clueless about books, which is why I am here. This is a very different channel maybe to what you're used to when it comes to BookTube, but I am somebody who loves to read, but I am somebody who doesn't know how to describe books very well, doesn't understand things like tropes. I don't like the word. I really don't like the word. I'm clueless, really, but I just like to read. So I wanted to share my experiences and hopefully build a community that also just likes to read. My favourite genres are, I call them stories. It's probably just called fiction. Anything that has a really good story that captures me. I do like mystery. I love cozy. I guess cozy overall. I don't touch horror. So if you're here for that, it's not going to happen unless somebody comes up with a very good horror that I could read and not want to throw in the freezer. Okay, so I thought I would try one of these, my TBRs. So I've got a July TBR, and yeah, I've got quite a few things that I want to read this coming month. Yeah, that's it. This coming Oh, why are my videos so chaotic? Anyway, so I guess am I meant to like, I've watched these videos, but now I feel like I don't know how to do them. Okay. So I have 4 books on my physical books, like ones I'm going to hold in my hand. I don't have a Kindle or anything like that, but I am going to be reading on my phone. I have 4 books that I want to read, and then I've got 3 Audible that I want to listen to, so that's 7 in total. That can change, but I just think that's, for me, probably about the right amount that I'll get through I usually get through about a book a week, so that's how I sort. Well, no, 2 books a week because I listen to one roughly, but it depends on the time of the Audible. Anyway, I'm just rambling here. So the first one, and I'll do that magic thing that they do where something comes up. The first one is from the library, and it's one that I'll be taking back soon, so I want to get it read. So it's Andi Osho, who's a comedian. She's written a book called Asking for a Friend. I just saw it in the library. I totally went off book cover and author because I really like Andi Osho as a comedian. So let's have a look. I'm sorry, I'm on my computer at the same time. So it just says 3 best friends are going to solve their relationship woes once and for all. And there's like a 40-something, a 20-something and a 30-something. So it's sort of attacking all ages. I just thought it'd be quite nice. It's her debut novel. And I think because I like her comedy, I'm hoping that I'm going to find this fun. The Goodreads rating is 3.17, which isn't bad, like for a first book and somebody who isn't naturally a writer. So I thought I would give that one a try. It should be an easy read. I think there's just under 400 pages. Like with most of my books, actually, they're about that sort of inch thick. That's how I would say an inch thick is so like this. It's just under 400 pages. So yeah, I'm going to give that one a go. The next one was, it could be the book for book club. I'm part of a book club. But I actually don't know if we're going to choose that one yet, but I'm going to read it anyway because I actually thought it looked good. So it's called The Collected Regrets of, let's have a look, there you go, of Clover by Miki Brammer. I seem to be looking over there, and I should probably look over it. I'll tell you what, if I put it there, it looks like I'm looking at the camera. There you go. The Collected Regrets of Clover. It's got 4.23 rating. And I thought this looked really good. It's on my want to read. I haven't actually bought this one, so I'd have to buy this one. So it says Miki Brammer's The Collected Regrets of Clover is a big-hearted and life-affirming debut about a death doula who, in caring for others at the end of their life, has forgotten how to live her own. for readers of the Midnight Library. I've not read the Midnight Library actually, and that is something that I do want to read. I've not read any Matt Haig books, but I always followed him on Twitter. But I thought this looked really good. I've heard of Death Doulas before. I think I watched a film and there was one in there. Or a series. Something, what was I watching? There's a Death Doula and it was really good. Oh, it must have been on Netflix. Anyway, I was watching something and there was a Death Doula and I thought, what a great idea. And it was a lovely thing. So I thought this would be a good one to read. So I won't give you the full thing, but it's only over 300 pages. So it should actually be quite an easy book to read. And I can get through about 300 pages in about 3 days. I would say I'm like 100 pages in about an hour and a half. I don't know if that's normal for people. And then I'm part of NetGalley, and I've got a book that I need to read and review called The Forever Moment by Paul A. Mendelsohn. It's a rom-com. Let's see if I can give you, it's not out yet, but it will be soon. So I think I can tell you, it will be out in July actually. Yeah, that's great, Leah. Well done. So it says, let's have a look. I have The Forever Moment. So it is out. Oh, it's out at the end of this. Oh, it's out now. So it is. It's a rom-com. I feel like I might not enjoy it. But I'll read it. So when an acclaimed Scottish author on a book tour to the US to promote his latest romantic novel, The Forever Moment, meets a young woman who looks strikingly similar to a long-lost love from a high school exchange to Kentucky, he wonders if he left behind more than memories 22 years ago. So it's sort of like a second chance romance, which isn't my favourite. But it says it's full of romance, comedy and great one-liners. I don't usually read a lot of male-written rom-coms. I used to read Mike Gale when I was younger. I read The Rosie Project, which I really liked. The Rosie Project was a really... the Rosie Project I enjoyed, but The Rosie Effect, I just got lost. I couldn't really read that one. So I feel like this one, it's got so far 3 stars. Some people really love it. It's only got 360 pages, so it's not too much. Again, it's about an inch thick. So I should be okay to get through that one. This is actually on my phone. It is an ebook, so I'm going to have to read it on my phone. I can read that pretty quickly. I do prefer paper because my eyes just need a rest. I'm reading off a screen all day, every day with my job. So sometimes the paper it feels nice. But I don't have a Kindle. Maybe I will. Maybe I'll get one. Maybe I should. Oh. Sorry, lost in thought. Okay, and then the final book for my TBR is going to be The Marlowe Murder Club. I think it's the first in the series by Robert Thorogood. And I'm a big fan of Richard Osman's The Thursday Murder Club, and I just thought this had similar trope maybe. To solve an impossible murder, you need an impossible hero. It's got 3.82 on the ratings on Goodreads, and I don't know. I just feel like it has a similarity. So I'm hoping it's going to be good. I don't want to read too much of the blurb because I know that's a bit of a spoiler for people-ish, is it? But it's definitely something that I want to read. Now, he is the creator of Death in Paradise. And I've seen a couple of those and they're okay. So we'll see. We'll see. I know that there's more. I think there's more books in this. Yeah, this is the first in a series. 340 pages, again, just a nice, easy read. I should easily get through that, and I do have this in my possession. Things could change. Of course, things could change. So, Audible. So I do have an Audible account, and I actually cancelled it because I had so many books. But I've caught up, and I also get the Audible Unlimited, which is really good because there's lots of stuff in there which I really like listening to. So I have downloaded it again. So The Keeper of Lost Things by Ruth Hogan. So this is the first one on my to be listened. It said Goodreads Choice Award nominee for Best Fiction in 2017. Interesting. So this is a charming and clever, quietly moving debut novel of it's got two of endless possibilities and joyful discoveries that explores the promises we make and break, losing and finding ourselves, the objects that hold magic and meaning for our lives, and the surprising connections that bind us. You know, this sounds like, and maybe I'm wrong, Cecilia Ahern type writing. Where is Ruth Hogan based? Okay, is she British? Or is she American? Oh, yes. So it's based in Brighton. I'm assuming then that means that she is based in Brighton, or based around there. Bedford. Oh, Bedford. Bloody hell. We're practically neighbours. Okay. Well, she's had 8 books out, and I've got quite a few of them, and I think they're a series. I think they are a series. Or if not, they look like they're a series. They've got similar covers. So there's another one called Madame Barova. So that's like the second one in the series. So I'm going to try that. We'll have a look, and hopefully I enjoy it. We'll see. It doesn't seem like it's going to be a difficult book to listen. 288 pages. I mean, that's a small book. Should be done soon. It does say it's like 7 hours to listen to. And then we've got I wanted something smaller. So I've got A Village Murder by Frances Evesham. That's on Audible as well. I think this was a free one, so I'll tell you if this is a good one. 3.87 rating. Ooh. Oh, it's the start of a brand new series from the best-selling author of the Exmouth Sea murder mystery. An English village can be deadly. Well, I mean, it just sounds like Midsummer Murders, right? I'm all right with that. I'm fine with that. I will definitely. It says cozy mystery. Oh, I am all about this. Frances Evesham. It looks like it could be a village where I live, if I'm honest. But yeah. So this is the Ham Hill Murder Mysteries #1. So at least this is the first in the series. I don't really like do series, so this will be really interesting. Okay, and then the final one is Milkman, and I've been wanting to read this for a while, by Anna Burns. I've heard really good things about it. It's got 3.54 rating. So it's historical fiction, Irish historical fiction, and I quite like Irish authors, and I've got no connection to Ireland whatsoever. I am half Egyptian and I'm also Jewish, so like and I've done my DNA and I'm definitely half Egyptian and I'm half Jewish, like that. It tells me exactly that. I've got no connection to Britain or Ireland or anything like that, but I find the Irish culture leans far more into my Jewish and Egyptian sort of heritage, like the way that they are, the way that they react, they act together. I do find the British a bit more stiff. Like when I think of my family and think of my friends' families, I'm going into a right old conversation here, but everybody, and I still feel this now, I feel like there is a certain type in the UK. There's nothing wrong with it, by the way, it's fine. But my family was very different, and I grew up knowing that I had a very different family because I had a very multicultural family and existence. So, but I found that I had quite a few, I say aunties, I don't know if anybody else calls people aunties that aren't related. I had a few aunties that were Irish, married to Egyptians, and there was just such a there was just so much in terms of the culture that felt similar. I don't know how to describe it. Just the interaction between people and the way that people were in families. So this is, in this unnamed city, to be interesting is dangerous. Middle sister, our protagonist, is busy attempting to keep her mother from discovering her maybe boyfriend and to keep everyone in the dark and her encounter with Milkman. I won't go into, again, any more of that. It just says Milkman is a tale of gossip and hearsay, silence and deliberate deafness. It is the story of inaction with enormous consequences. Oh, this sounds so good. I know that I downloaded it for that reason. So that is my TBR, TBL, to be read, to be listened for now. And, you know, it'd be great to get through more books than that, but I just know me and know my workload and know I've got my own business. Why do I do this to myself? I am going to finish my books for the month for June, and then my next video will sort of be my wrap up. Is that right? June wrap up. What books I've read, what books I've enjoyed, a little bit about them, a bit of a mini review. But that's it really. I think I've done it right. I hope I've done it right, and I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have enjoyed this video and you, like me, are clueless about books, give this a thumbs up. And if you have any inclination to stay with me, then subscribe, because it would really make my day. If you've got any comments, or you want to, I mean, if you've got your own channel, please do comment below. I had, like I say, I got my first subscriber today and I'm so excited. You know, I would love to have you come along on this journey with me. Anyway, my hay fever's playing up again. I have an antihistamine to take that I seem to have lost. There it is. Got it. And I am going to see you in my next video. Bye. Oh. That's my dog. I have 2 dogs, nearly 3, because we're getting a puppy soon. Is that somebody? Sorry about this. Oh, it's the bin men. I did wonder what it was. I was like, what's that noise? Is it a bus or is it the bin men? It's the bin men. That's why he's barking.